family? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening, man? Welcome to the lifestyle, man. It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man. Early in the morning, man. Just got through walking. I still got a few more miles to go. Right now, I am doing the Meet and Eye challenge. Now, here's the sucky part. One, new job. Two, Vlogmas. Three, it's cold. I don't like doing the cold. Y'all see, I'm bundled up, man. I got a lot of layers under this thing, man. So I'm really not fond of this, man. But right now, I am going to be doing these perspective views, reviews, so to speak, over these watches. And I have two pieces with me today. I had planned on doing more, but I said since I was walking, I didn't want to carry too many watches with me. I wanted to at least cover 5 pieces at a time, but unfortunately, that's not the move. Me trying to carry a case full of watches down the street that I walk. Nope. I'm good on that, man. So without further ado, for those of you guys that are watching, thank you for being here. We're going to start off with something that I think is pretty dope, man. This reminded me of my grandfather, man. So back in the day, my granddad, he was a carpenter, and he carried a pocket watch. He had one that stayed in his case, in his drawer rather, inside of a little box. He pulled that out every so often, but then he had one that he wore to work on a regular. I don't recall seeing my grandfather wearing a watch that often, but he definitely wore a pocket watch, and that's what we're gonna cover today: the Invicta pocket watch. Now this thing is pretty nice, man. One, if you know about Invicta, they are synonymous for having a larger timepieces. But this one is actually a little different. This is a part of their black label. So it's just the plating. So I'm going to let you see that. Good view on that one. This one is a part of their Sabacco line. This is called the Venom. Invicta Venom. So you have a couple things going on here. You have a black label, which is the first plating that they use to make it like an exclusive piece. All right, so they'll have, like in the Venom series, they'll have everything pretty much. They have like the gold label, they have a blue label, they have your regular, they have cartoon characters, the whole nine, even NFL, I believe. Yeah, the Venoms came out in NFL. But this one is pretty nifty, man. You still got the rotating bezel. Right, set that back. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. There we go. You have chronograph up top, so you can actually track elapsed time on this thing. And it's powered by a VD53, which is a TMI company, which is made in Japan. Same place where you NH35 is made. So this watch, man, like if you're talking about time, keeping time, this thing will keep. I think you lose about just under 4 minutes in a year, just under 4 minutes, but it's not bad. Um, will you really be wearing this that often to even matter? But I'm not sure. It does have screw down crown, and I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing about it is the chain, as well as the clasp, man. One thing I'll say, see how that clasp is? I think sometimes we may take for granted that it means, you know what I'm saying, like it's just real easy for me to do that, right? But imagine the people that can't. I didn't really give thought to that, man, but I know some people that call in. What's going on, Chris? Bezel always. Good morning, great video as always. Keep it good work. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, this early for me, but um, back to this. The one thing I'll give kudos to Invicta for is they made this class so easy. It doesn't take a lot of effort in it for me, but could you imagine somebody that have problem with their hands and stuff like that? I think we take that for granted, and it makes it very legible, as you can see. And it does have full loom on it, and the loom is pretty good, man. I tested it out. Of course, I'm on live. I didn't record it or anything like that. I apologize for that, but it's pretty dope, man. So let me see if I can get it in here. It's catching the glare for the lights in here. You see that right there, the gill shade, like the actual dial? So the gear shade is something like you could research it, but it's supposed to be like a handmade design that they use, man. Like going through it's nice. Gives it sort of like a sunburst look, but when the sun hit it or like the light, you have to see it in person. Like right now, it's just reflecting the light. It's almost like it's dancing. Now, I love the red indices on it, the hour markers. This watch, it's heavy. It's a 58 millimeter. And I think the biggest thing is the design, man. It's sporty. So this is one. What's going on? Boy, Tommy, you up early, bro. Big time gang in the building, man. Now, if it's 7:30 here, bro, golly, you must got to be at work real early. And of course, y'all know, look, y'all know I'm in Starbucks. I'm not at the crib. Had to come in here and do this and just be around, like, you know, the noise, the sounds, and all this other stuff, man. Plus, I'm trying to get my steps in this morning, which sucks because it's cold. Gosh. But anyway, y'all, 3 a.m. Hats off to you, man. Hats off to you. So, if you guys want this particular piece, if you like this particular timepiece right here, you can't get it on shop anymore. You either get it on eBay or invictastores.com. I believe it's still at invictastores.com. As of like last night, I saw it last night. It's Christmas, so people doing last minute shopping. I'm pretty sure it's too late for you to get it by Christmas at this point. If you're trying to get it for Christmas, but think about this for a second. What's up, Paul? Welcome in. If you're trying to get this piece, man, I will highly recommend. Now, if you do go to shop, they do have the blue label version of this, which brings me to my next segment. But before I leave off, I will say go out and get this one. If I had to give it a rating, see, I want to be fair because I actually received this from Invicta 202. Fats actually sent me this watch, so this has sentimental value to. So this watch is gonna be perfect to me, regardless. This pocket watch is gonna be perfect. But as far as like everything else, I've never had a problem with a Venom. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, and I've been rocking with Invicta for a long time. Um, they are on the bigger side. I personally can't wear a bracelet Venom because the way it fits on my wrist. However, pocket watch, I don't have that problem. And you can put it any way you want to, man. Pretty nice, man. So I would give it I'd say five flame. You know what I'm saying? Just because it makes collecting pocket watches cool. But again, I mentioned Blue Label, and that brings me to this piece right here, the X-Wing. Now, Paul Lyons, hey Tommy, all good, thanks. Hey, that's good, man. I love to see that, man. That's one thing. And if I had to give you guys a rating, man, you guys are off the charts, man. Short bus, man. What's going on, boy? I give you guys a perfect rating because when you guys greet each other and stuff in here, man, I love just the camaraderie and just back and forth talking and stuff like that. I love it. Um, Check this out, though. And I know a lot of you guys in the Invicta community know about the Blue Label pieces. I know you guys know about this is called an X-Wing. Now, this isn't an original piece to Invicta. This is from the Imperius Watch Company, which I don't know, like the history on it. That's the one thing I will say about an Invicta, like the Invicta history, is you don't really know much about it. You know, if you go on Wikipedia, it'll show you what the Imperius, it'll say Imperius, it'll give you the definition of what Imperius means. I think it had something to do with a horse or something like that. But uh, glad you're good. um, I don't know much about the Imperius Watch Company. All I do know is that they had, okay, so the Imperius Watch Company had this design, the X-Wing. It had the Chaos. And let me see, what else did they have? The Gearhead and the Man of War. I'm pretty sure there's another one. What's up, Nikki? How you doing? Good morning. But this design right here of everything that Invicta has in his lineup, I would say is probably one of the most unique. Because let's take a look at just the design. So these right here, paddle pushers, man. These are function pushers. This is going to activate the chronograph. This is powered by the Ronda StarTech Z60, which is a Swiss-made piece. On this one, you're going to have the date function right here, offset at 9 o'clock. Over here, you're going to have your seconds, which, well, let me get this right. That's your seconds right here, your second hand. And then at the bottom, you got your chronograph. I do use my chronograph from time to time, just to like time certain things, seeing how fast stuff goes or whatever the case is. I do use it every once in a while. And I'll be one to say, I used to say this back to them, like, I'm not using my chronograph for nothing because I don't want to change batteries. Man of War. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. So the beauty about this watch is when you see it in person, it's almost like liquid. The metal is almost like liquid, as you can tell. I got fingerprints all over it, but it is a very liquid, you know what I'm saying, like high polish, and then you see how that was almost acted as brushed. It is a great plating, a great watch. Now, the only controversy I've seen in this watch, this particular piece, was when Invicta made this blue label. They brought it out, I believe, in the VD54, which again is another, TMI company that makes the MX35, and they had slapped a reserve badging on it, right? The reserve through Invicta means that it's just like buying a Camaro versus a SS Camaro. You got a bigger engine, you got better badging, high performance, all this other stuff, right? So their X-Wing with the VD54 still had the same thing. This one, it did not have, you see that chronograph hand has the reserve logo at the bottom. That one did not have the reserve logo. And the problem was they actually sold it as a premier piece, which the blue label is going to put it in a different class anyway. It's going to put it, so if you bought a stainless steel, which all of them are stainless steel, even, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that, the pocket watch is stainless steel, that one is, but they were selling the Z60 and the VD54 version for the same price. Now, I remember seeing that they was catching a lot of flack, so they changed the price. They dropped the price of the VD54, 53, whichever one was in there, and made an adjustment. Now, you can get this watch in 3 variations. It's going to be the same style watch, right? So I'm going to show you the back of it. Invicta is going to, so if you did look this watch up, it's under Coalition Force. It does have a different history. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to research a period through the library. I'm going to have to go to the library and find information on this. This one right here, if you have a bigger wrist, I'm going to show you something. You see how that thing, for me, it's no problem. It's no problem. But if you have a larger wrist, if you have like an 8, it'll flex out here. You see how it flex, how it contours around? Up here, you may have a little problem if you have a bigger wrist. Tommy, I don't know if you're in here, if you got an X-Wing, I don't know if you, because I know Tommy has a bigger wrist. Let me know if you have an issue with your watch, like the wearability. This one does have a screw down crown, which improves the water resistancy of it. So, all in all, I would say this one with the Z60 is like the perfect watch. I like that blue. That's the biggest thing about it. So the other version that you can get is the newest one, which has the Swiss made 8040N, which is like preferred movement right now. If you buy an Invicta, people rather have that larger caliber of movement, and that gives you, it changes the dial. It gives you a big date at the bottom, and then it gets up here. It has the retrograde date, so it gets days of the week. Instead, on this one, the days of the week, the day of the week is over here. On the 8040N, the date will be up here, and you'll see the counter. It'll get down to Saturday and slap back over to Sunday. But all in all, I would say this is a watch that you should put in your collection. It don't necessarily have to be the blue label. Now, I will tell you this. I ran into a young man that he has a blue label Pro Diver, and he wore his to work every day. I'm talking about every day. He worked in construction and stuff like that. And on his bracelet, the blue wore completely off. And you saw the stainless steel underneath, man. I was like, man, bro, you really wore that watch out? He said, yeah, man, I love it though. He said and it had the NH35 in it, and he beat that watch up. What's going on, Verns? What's up, man? I hate that my watch in my. You have that watch in your collection. Very easy to wear. Looks great. Yes. Grand Rising, my sister. How you doing? Much love, everybody. Let's see what we doing on time. I'm just making. Listen, I'm trying to be respectful on time because wifey has a doctor's appointment, so I still got to walk back to the crib. um, Now, on certain blue labels, you will see that this right here, the Scissor Style Deployment class, will be blue. And I've only seen that on a few. I know it was on, I can't think. Grand Octane? Was it Grand? No. Sea Hunter. The blue label Sea Hunter, it was blue. And I think I saw it on an excursion where it was blue. This one right here, not the case. So you can actually get into this watch about a little over $200. Is it worth it? I would say yes. Now, based on the fact that I saw that you can't wear this blue plating off, I would, if you have somebody that don't wear watches, I would recommend that you get this watch in either a leather strap, rubber strap, or just a stainless steel, because they may wear this watch all the time. The bezel itself is 46 millimeters. It's like the same as most G-Shocks. It's a 46 millimeter, but because of the case, it's going to play more like a 50, 51 and a half millimeter watch, which plays pretty big on the wrist. But when I tell you, for this watch, the way it's shaped, I like this one of my favorite watches, man. And I don't wear it as often. So that's what it looks like on the wrist. I decided in my workout watch this morning, and I'm just testing it out. I actually have on my Daytona lookalike. I just want to try it out. I want to see if it can go through because I'm doing push-ups and jumping jacks and all kind of stuff. I just want to see if anything will fall apart. I'm testing. I mean, right now this watch is going through a testing, beating it up and seeing if the bezel's gonna come off or whatever. I gotta see, man. I gotta see if I got my $100 worth, or actually $116 worth. Look at that, man. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. I love that, man. I love that. Good morning, kings and queens in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here, man. If my screen looks a little choppy, that's because I'm actually on their Wi-Fi. So I'm in Starbucks right now. Getting me I don't have a splash sound. Normally, if I just did this, it'd have the splash sound. But anyway, and the last feature on here, this one does not have the mother of pearl. It would be nice if it had the mother of pearl, but it does have like a starburst look to it. So once the sunlight hits it, the dial lights up. It has sort of like a sheen. This is a watch, I'm telling you, if you want to get a secondary watch and you don't have a blue label piece, get it. This is a must-have in your collection. I would tell you to go and spring for the Z60. I would like for Invicta to put this in an automatic, honestly, because it's not a number limited. They do make these they limit the amount that they make, so limited production. They'll come back seasonally, you know what I'm saying? So like, let's say for January, they'll just put a whole bunch out in January and then it's gone, right? You won't see it again until like Christmas. I have a Pagani design date just blue dial, and I had it for about 6 months and it's still good shape. Can't beat the price. Okay, Chris, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that, because I'm testing other watch brands out just to see how they hold up, man, and seeing what's worth your money. And let me leave you guys with this, because y'all know I collect watches. Y'all know I collect. Majority of my collection is Invicta. I started collecting watches years ago. I mean, I was a kid when I started collecting watches, but as of late, I was buying, and it is very like, let's say, Invicta's a rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? It'll take you down. But the one thing I will say that Invicta, if you don't say anything else, love or hate it, it has actually put me in the realm of collecting other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It opens up the door to be like, oh, you know what? They got this movement. I'm gonna see. They said so. For case in point, the Value 77, Invicta does not have it anymore because the Edda watch company does not sell to other people. Like they don't sell to Invicta. I know they still sell to certain people, but not to Invicta. So in order for me to get that movement again, I would have to go to another watch company or try to find it on eBay if I want to stay with Invicta. But until that happens, it kind of opens up the door to like, look, let me go find this movement because I really love that sweep emotion. I love the fact that it's Swiss made. You see, did you get the watches because you can't tell time and you need the large numbers? Both. I ain't messing with you first. I ain't messing with you. Oh my gosh, girl, you something else. Um, I can't, I can't even complete my thought messing with you. Oh, well, here's the thing, man. What this is my goal from here on out is my flame reviews have really been based around like a showcase and just telling you my experience with it, but like I'm actually like putting some of these watches through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Like everyday use and seeing how they operate under extreme measures. My money, I'll do, like I'll see if it's worth, and then I'll just come and tell you, like, hey, look, I just spent $300 on this watch. It ain't worth it, or 1,200. There's a few watches that I want to get in my collection upcoming. So today at 12:30, I'll be doing another set of watches. I actually have a G-Shock. I will be doing a G-Shock by itself. This is a new piece. I can't wait to really show you guys. So it's gonna be more of a sort of unboxing, introduce you to this watch. I have to test it over time. It's been proven though, because there are people that's actually reviewed this watch. What, maybe 8 months, as much as 8 months ago. I think that's when the watch came out, either a year ago or something like that. So, and it's called a Casio. But you guys will see it at lunchtime. So I'm actually about to end this. Let me see. I got 5 minutes. So I will see you guys at 12:30 today at lunch. Should be at Applebee's. I'm gonna see if wifey want to go with me to Applebee's. We'll pull up, have some lunch together, man, and then I will showcase this watch, man. But for the most part, the watches I just showed you, again, showed you a pocket watch by Invicta, right? In the Venom line. Then I showed you this is the Coalition line, X-Wing. I would say both watches, two different spectrums, a must have. If you got the money, you got the time, grab them. There's a number of reasons you could use this, like Vern say, big numbers so I can tell the time. My eyes are bad. I'm getting old, girl. I'm getting old. Just keep living. You'll get there one day. You'll get to my age. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, family, yeah, I'm gonna cut out because I don't want to miss wifey's doctor's appointment, and I have to finish this walk. Oh my gosh, y'all pray for me because this walk is ferocious. On the replay later on today, I will have a description of both of these pieces, and I'll leave links to where like trying to make it more accessible for people if you do decide to buy the watch or the pocket watch, whatever the case is. And we're gonna be doing this. 2022 is most definitely the year for us. All the content creators, man. Short bus, man. You gonna pop? You been popping anyway, bro. I've been seeing you do your thing, Verns. Most definitely, man. We have to share each other out, and please share Vern's channel out as much as possible. I know you guys do, but if you've seen this on the replay, you see Vern's Junk Closet. She also has the Deep Max Show. It is a channel that you definitely okay. If I had to, oh, my last word. If I had to rate the channel, you got Short Bus. He's very funny. He said, "Dove One Love. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?" Um, Most definitely check Burns out. Go over there and check out Short Bus, man. He is funny. I remember the first video I seen of him. He was he was taking out trash or something like that. I was like, "What is this? What is this?" And the way he was talking, just he's infectious. He's funny, man. Yeah, the Brewster, the Grandma, all you just have to go see it, man. Class act, man. I pray that you blow up 2022, Verns. I pray that you have 125,000 subscribers by the end of 2022 and 2023. Going into that, man, I just want to see you guys do great things, man. Go over there, check them out. Support is the biggest thing, man. I will be bringing you some more watches. I'll let you know if it's worth your money or if you just keep looking. Just keep it moving. You know, I will be as biased as possible. If I don't know about the watch, I can definitely find out for you or push you to somebody that knows a little more than I do. All right. So, with that being said, family, I'm over time right now. 125K, Burns. 100. You know what? I will say God is allowing you to grow at where you at right now, but from my personal opinion, I feel that what you do, you are a very premier show. At the end of the day, if I don't know what the issue is, but you have quality, you have so much spunk energy, but you are Black History Moment because you are a Black woman putting out vital information and you are helping other people get to where they need to be. There are a lot of people that birth off of your show. I'm just saying, you're like, I mean, without being in people's videos, you're like Puffy of YouTube, man. Like you pushing, you putting out stars, man. And I just believe that in time you will get that blessing and it's going to boom. And it's going to be bigger than what you can handle. And you're going to have some people that's going to be there to help you, support you, some genuine people. So, Burns, I do hope your channel, it's not a matter of if, it's when. I get that from my brother Vic. And that's what it is. So with that being said, definitely over time now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys at 12:30, man. And until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Boy, ain't nothing like live, boy. It's for real, for real. Blessings. Hey, Burns, I'll hit you up on IG.